Hello, my name is Kathy Jameson, the Proposition Lady, and I'm here to help you understand the propositions on your 2022 California state election ballot. Today I'm going to walk you through Prop 31, the Flavored Tobacco Products Ban Referendum. We've got a lot to unpack here, so let's get started. A veto referendum is different from a typical proposition. In a regular ballot measure, we are presented with new legislation to accept or reject. In a veto referendum, a law has already been passed by the legislature and signed by the governor, but the law is being challenged and brought to the people to either sign into law or veto. It's kind of like the people playing second governor. Prop 31 asks the people to consider State Law SB 793, catchy name, a law passed by the legislature in August of 2020. Under this law, retailers in the state of California can be fined for the sale of flavored tobacco products, including menthol cigarettes, with exceptions carved out for hookah tobacco, loose-leaf tobacco, and premium cigars. Retailers can be fined, but it's important to note that the bill criminalizes the sale of these products, not the use or possession. That will be important to those concerned about the prison population in California. Senate Bill 793 has been on hold for the past 2 years while this referendum plays out. And in the meanwhile, flavored tobacco continues to be sold in California. A yes vote on Prop 31 means we want to sign the law and ban the sale of flavored tobacco products. A no vote means the law has been vetoed, meaning that retailers can continue to sell flavored tobacco products in the state of California. California's 2020 law mirrors other laws being enacted across the country in something of a trend. Several states and something like 350 municipalities across the country have done the same. Many of these bans have been put on hold due to lawsuits and other actions taken by tobacco manufacturers. In April, the FDA proposed new rules banning the manufacture, distribution, and sale of menthol cigarettes across the country, but the rules have yet to be finalized. Numerous studies have been published demonstrating that flavored tobacco products are contributing to a rise in youth smoking. Flavored tobacco masks the harshness of tobacco and can also make smoking seem fun, with flavors like bubblegum and funnel cake. A survey of teens conducted by the CDC in 2021 showed that roughly 75% of middle school kids and 80% of high school students who use tobacco use flavored tobacco. In addition, the American Lung Association found that 4 out of 5 young people who use tobacco started using with a flavored product. This would be a good time to talk about vaping. When vaping was invented in 2003, it was mainly marketed as a means to help people quit smoking cigarettes. Vaping allows one to inhale nicotine in a vapor, without the tar or carbon monoxide you get from smoking cigarettes. So for people who are already addicted to cigarettes, vaping represents a healthier alternative. But for people who don't smoke at all, vaping is not a healthy choice. It still contains the highly addictive chemical nicotine, as well as, I don't know, maybe another 2,000 chemicals? Unfortunately, vape manufacturers have been known to use young models in their ads, targeting a new generation of nicotine addicts. Don't just take my word for it. In early September, one of the vape manufacturers, Juul, agreed to pay $440 million to 33 states, settling a 2-year investigation into the marketing of its products to teens. Juul is fighting at least 9 more suits brought by other states, as well as hundreds of personal suits brought by individuals who have become addicted to vaping. Earlier this summer, the FDA moved to ban all Juul vaping products from the market. That ban is on hold due to a lawsuit filed by Juul. Let's switch gears and talk a little bit about menthol. The minty flavor and aroma of menthol reduces the irritating effects of smoking. This makes it easier for people to pick up the habit. What's more, menthol interacts with nicotine in the brain to enhance nicotine's addictive efforts, according to an FDA study. So menthol makes it easier to start smoking and harder to stop smoking. Great combo! When it comes to menthol, people of color are the ones who have been targeted. Tobacco manufacturers have for decades concentrated their menthol marketing campaigns in black neighborhoods. This helps explain why approximately 85% of African Americans who smoke use menthol. FDA modeling studies predict that if menthol were banned, we could reduce smoking in the U.S. by 15% and prevent the deaths of hundreds of thousands of Americans, particularly those of color. That said, not everyone agrees that menthol should be banned. Some argue that a ban on menthol cigarettes will cause an expansion in the black market, which could increase the likelihood of negative interactions with the police. You may remember that Eric Garner, the African-American man who died in police custody in New York City in 2014, was picked up for selling black market cigarettes. Well, what do you think so far? Should we ban these products from the market or what? You might want to vote yes on Prop 31 if you believe the ban is a reasonable measure taken by the state to protect young people and people of color from an industry known to prey on them. Keep in mind that taxpayers bear a heavy cost burden via Medicare and Medicaid for treating nicotine-related illness. If you believe that the legislature is protecting our interests by limiting the sale of flavored tobacco products, vote yes on Prop 31. However, you may want to vote no on Prop 31 if you don't believe in the concept of consensual or victimless crime. This is where a person who is of legal age decides to use strawberry macaroon flavored nicotine and accepts the risk that they might die of lung cancer. They are of legal age after all. Why is it the government's business? You may want to vote no if you believe the legislature overstepped their bounds when banning the sale of flavored tobacco products. Do we really need the government to protect us from ourselves? A no vote on Prop 31 is a vote to overturn the ban and say no to the nanny state. That said, you may want to vote yes on Prop 31 if you consider that our state and federal governments criminalize all sorts of consensual behaviors. Think of prostitution or the war on drugs. The government has to draw the line somewhere to protect society, so why is a ban on flavored tobacco products such a big deal? Especially considering the data clearly show that kids are getting their hands on these products. If you feel that the tobacco industry is preying on kids and would not like to reward them for this tactic, vote yes on Prop 31 and uphold the ban on flavored tobacco products. However, you might want to vote no on 31 if you believe that flavored tobacco products will continue to be sold on the black market. Flavored tobacco products are out there, and you may think that people are going to get their hands on them anyway. In that case, we're better off selling it safely, collecting the tax revenue, and reducing the likelihood of negative police interactions. If you don't think bans really work, vote no on Prop 31. On the other hand, you could approach your decision from an entirely different angle, through the lens of your views on the role of money in lawmaking. Is the tobacco industry buying its way into overturning a law that could protect people from their deadly products? Let's follow the money. As of June 30th, a political action committee dedicated to overturning SB 793 had collected over $21.3 million. $20 million of that was given by two tobacco giants, R.J. Reynolds and Philip Morris. This was a good investment for them, because if nothing else, they have been able to sell their products for the past 2 years while this referendum has been in progress. A PAC dedicated to fighting them has only collected $5.7 million. This means that you're going to see far more ads asking you to vote no than ads asking you to vote yes. But do we really want to enact laws based on who has the most money? If you don't like the idea of the tobacco industry using its wealth to gain our influence, you may want to vote yes on Prop 31. However, maybe you don't care how much money was spent or who spent it. Maybe you just love your menthols and are pissed at the legislature for trying to pull them off the shelves. In that case, vote no on 31 and veto that law. Whatever we decide on Prop 31, it seems that the writing is on the wall for flavored tobacco products in the United States. If we vote no and stop the ban here in California, it may be that those products will be banned anyway, either by the federal government or by our local cities and counties. That's all for now, folks. Please visit the Proposition Lady channel for information on all 7 of the 2022 California state ballot measures. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I also encourage you to host your own proposition party to discuss the ballot measures with your friends. But most of all, don't forget to think independently and come to your own conclusions. There are 2 sides to every issue, or in this case, 10 sides, and I hope you'll consider all of them before casting your vote. I'm here for you. We can do this. I'm Kathy Jameson, the Proposition Lady, and I appreciate you being here with me today. See you soon, California voters. Bye now.